Anna Smith, your neighborhood reporter in Rockdale.
Well, good morning. I mentioned that earlier that we see those big changes in October. At least that's when we really start to see the cooler temperatures work in. By October 1st, our normal high is around 86, our normal low at 62. By the end of the month here, in about 31 days, we'll end up seeing our average high around 75 and our normal low around 51. So we will get that first big strong front here likely this month. Although out there right now, it feels a little cool, lower 60s. It's not really feeling a ton like fall, and by afternoon you're going to say, hey, where's fall? It feels like summer. 63 in Waco right now, 62 in Temple, 67 in Killeen, 71 in Bryan College Station. Winds currently sitting around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll see them hang around today. The dew points in the 50s and the 60s, so that dry start allowing for the cool morning, but it will also allow for a quick warm up. We'll get back to 88 by noon, 92 by 2 o'clock, and mid-90s later on this afternoon. Temperatures likely cooling off to the 80s by 8 o'clock. In your neighborhood, that will look like this by afternoon. 95 in Elmont and in Waco. We'll call for 95 in Martin, 94 in Bruceville, Eddy. Mid-90s across Bell County as well. 95 Temple, 96 in Belton, and across the rest of Central Texas. Those low to mid-90s looking pretty common. Now, Future Track does show northeasterly winds today, and while that would typically bring cooler air in this case, all it's going to do is reinforce our dry air that's in place. So by the time you wake up in the morning, you're dealing with 60s again, and by afternoon, back into the upper 80s and low to mid-90s again. Same setup coming up on Thursday. Cool mornings, warm afternoons. That's going to be something that continues here through the rest of the week, and that's likely because that drier air staying in place. Dew points hanging around in the 50s. Notice they come up, though, by Sunday and Monday. That's due in part to a tropical system. It looks like the majority of the rain with this stays to our south, with rain chances really staying along the coast, but it will be something we watch. This is the system, medium chance of formation for the National Hurricane Center for it over the next 7 days as it does traverse over the Caribbean Sea and into the Gulf of Mexico. It will be something to watch, but for now, does not look like it causes big issues towards us. Remember, I mentioned that we tend to see that first big fall front by the time we get into this month. It's not coming here for the next 10 days at least. Mid-90s continuing here through the rest of the work week. We'll be in the lower 90s coming up by Saturday and Sunday. Maybe some mid to upper 80s on the backside of a front that does not look like it's going to be our first big fall front, but at least a bit of a cool down. Looking at the average over the last 10 years or so, that fall front tends to arrive by mid to late October. So we should see a cool down coming up once we get beyond the next 10 days, at least if history follows suit. Mid-90s continuing here through Thursday. Looks like temperatures will hang around the 90s for the Brazos Valley as well. Small rain chances by Saturday.
Pete Rose, baseball's all-time hits leader, has passed away at the age of 83 during his